Hello everyone, and welcome in to another match of Roulette Raceway 3, where we find ourselves in round 4 of the lower bracket. My name is Cabin, you can simply call me Cab, and today the two players who are going up against each other in this elimination match are... To the left, we have Moo of Great Britain, and to the right, we have Rommel, also known as Rommel of the Far East, also known as Far Eastern Rommel, the Far East in question being most likely the East Coast of the United States. We'll be starting off in Paris, chosen by RNG, with the spin arriving in 20 seconds. Our banned maps in question, who we will not be seeing, is Dartmoor and Hokkaido, banned by Moo, and Santa Fortuna and Berlin, banned by Rommel. Two incredibly short maps, and two incredibly big maps we will not be seeing tonight. But what we will see is the following spin, which is Viktor Novikov with an assault rifle as Helmut Kruger, and Dalia Margolis drowning in the suit. Let's go! And as a note from the chat, we will confirm that Rommel is in fact not Giannini. For this particular spin, a suit start is required, as one might expect. And for that matter, considering where Dahlia is and considering the kill condition in question, we might be seeing an auction start from both of our players, which we will see as Rommel loads in first with the emetic gas device placed on Dahlia to get her emetic as soon as possible, with Moo executing a very similar strategy. And we can see here both our players. There is a bit of mirror gameplay at the moment, with both our players climbing out of the attic to get into the bathroom of Dalia Margolis. Sofas, will not be a problem for either of our players. I was checking the minimap on Rommel's end to see if sofas would enter, but they will not. And that, Dahlia eliminated for both of our players. You know, very, very quickly, of course, with the spin question. Rommel being 55 seconds into the run in-game time, Moo now 50 seconds into the run, going to the second floor of the palace now, while Rommel has opted to go into the attic instead, and is moving towards the attic starting point as we speak. Yes, there's the two guards chatting about what this palace once was, as Moo got a peekaboo on one of the security guards by the... I believe that's the security guard who walks around in a duo with their buddy, if I believe so, yes. As Rommel made it down the ladder of the attic starting location and runs into the guard who's observing the vase, and that's a restart for Rommel. That's not good. Not good at all. You were a bit too quick into that room and thought you could make it past without getting spotted. I am so sorry, Rommel. On Moo's end, they emeticked one of the bodyguards. I'm not sure which one. You will have to forgive me for missing that. But they have gotten their disguise now. Still on the second floor, mind you. They're still on the second floor by the fireworks remote now. They've just now picked it up and detonated it, with Viktor Novikov on the first floor, having walked down there a while ago. And on Rommel's end, they've managed to get back to drowning Dahlia Margolis once again, getting that kill done, making it back to the attic. We will most likely expect to see a similar route to last run with Rommel, just, you know, making sure to not get spotted by that security guard by the vase this time. Ooh, Moo, very slick bump on that enforcer guard just outside the stairs as they make it down there to try and reach Viktor Novikov, as the spin has been removed from the stream. I'll have to check that out in just a moment, but on Moo's end, they have now reached Viktor Novikov, who's just outside observing the fireworks. They've thrown a coin now to get Viktor Novikov's attention. In for fun from the chat. On my end, I got a 404. Understood. In that case, I will leave the spin link as is for now. As a friendly reminder, it is drowning in the suit for Dahlia, and I believe Helmut Kruger... Damn it, I've already forgotten the kill condition for Viktor Novikov. I'm sorry. Damn it! But it was the Helmut Kruger disguise, that I know for sure. Because we will see that Moo is throwing a coin to try and get Helmut's attention, but they aren't catching it. As... oh, they are restarting. They're just straight up restarting on Moo's end. Oh my. They couldn't get Helmut's attention, so they just straight up restarted. While on Rommel's end, another whoosh. Holy moly. But they did manage to get through the vase room without being spotted this time and got off an emetic shot on Viktor Novikov. Although they got a whoosh, got another guard into the storage room instead. But I believe they are okay. Yes. Rommel is okay for now. Not getting spotted. Just making it through the technician's hallways, shooting out the cameras to try and make it through. There we go. Because Viktor Novikov is in the bathroom, puking, in the Sheik's bathroom, no less. They don't have their bodyguard nearby, that's good. So now it's just a matter of knocking them out. And yes, it was an assault rifle, wasn't it? It was an assault rifle for eliminating Viktor Novikov, which Rommel now has set up with Viktor Novikov isolated and an assault rifle by them. So they just need to get themselves the Helmut Kruger disguise now. Although, considering where they are on the second floor, it might be a bit of a trek to get that disguise, of which Moo might be able to catch up. Because Moo, like Dahlia Margolis, is quick. There is no question about the fact that both of our players can eliminate Dahlia Margolis very quickly. It's just a matter of how they deal with Viktor Novikov. And as we see here, Moo running through the attic in the suit, made it back to the attic default starting location, having picked up their assault rifle, yes. Making it down the ladder as we speak. Knocking out the security guard by the balcony, getting their disguise, very nice. And there we go, they have a seeker in their hand. To Seeker Viktor Novikov. A similar approach to Rommel, actually. A very, very similar approach to Rommel, actually. And speaking of Rommel, they've just now reached Helmut Kruger, thrown down an egg for them to get subdued by. And with everyone distracted by the fireworks, then yes, this is an excellent opportunity to get the disguise, which Rommel successfully does. Nice! So Rommel has a disguise now, it just needs to get to Viktor Novikov. Moo, who's just now successfully knocked out Viktor Novikov, placed their assault rifle by them and have them isolated. They're now, they themselves, making the trek towards getting the Helmut Kruger disguise. But with how far ahead Rommel is, I believe this might be a GG for them. I mean, it's not over yet, of course. It's not over yet. But they have eliminated Viktor Novikov, and as long as they can make it to the exit without any troubles, making it through the main staircase, the main show-off staircase, reaching the fountain as we speak, whilst Moo is still making the trek towards Helmut Kruger. Yeah, no, I believe this is a GG for Rommel. Body found on Helmut Kruger, but it's calmered, so it's okay. And that's Rommel having made the exit. A very well done GG on that. Very, very well done GG on that. Now, with the 404 issues we're having with the spin link, with the 404 issues we've had with the spin link, Rommel had to just manually state that they were done in the Discord chat, whilst let's see. Just checking the chat. I'm also getting the 404 error and it affects the entire site. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. We are investigating the error, if I understand it correctly. We are investigating the error. But this definitely puts the continuation of the match in question. If nothing else, we will confirm that 2 points will be going to Rommel, and that Moo will be the one to choose the next map. Though, it is a question about... It is definitely a question about what happens now. There's definitely a big question about what happens now. If we just pause the match here and resume it at another time, or if we have some sort of workaround. I will remain silent for just a teensy tiny bit as discussions continue on where to go from here. be right back. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the match. Apologies again for the technical difficulties that we've had. We've essentially switched out the host for our roulette spin. We've essentially switched out the host for our roulette spin to hit maps, which explains the new UI that we've gotten for the middle of the screen. Once again, we will confirm 2 points from Paris will be going to Rommel, leaving it up to Moo to choose the next map, who, for that matter, has chosen Colorado as our second map to play, with the Colorado spin in question arriving in 1 minute as we speak. I swear to God, if we get another Sean Rose fire with some sort of hostile suit, I am going to combust into a fire. If nothing else, we do have some fun notes from the Twitch chat. New year, new me, said the roulette spin. And does my little eye spy a fire emote in that Twitch chat? It's very nice, I will say that. I do quite like it a lot. Either way, let's see now what the spin has in store for us. It is injected poison as a hacker for Sean Rose. For Penelope Graves, however, it's a fiber wire as a militia elite with no target pacification complication, even though it's fiber wire, but oh well. And Ezra Berg with an explosion accident as a militia soldier, and Maya Parvati with a silenced shotgun as a scarecrow. Yeah, okay, this is a bit of a sane. This Colorado spin is a bit more sane than what I've seen recently. Firewire, silent shotgun, injected poison. So you just need to bring in the firewire and silent shotgun. Could use an injected poison on the map if you so wish, and then of course explosion accident. On that note, Moo has loaded in first, starting off with a hacker start and knocking out the elite bodyguard to Sean Rose, as Rommel has now also loaded in, starting off at the West Bridge, shotgun in hand to blow open the gate, taking out the cameras, whilst Moo has now reached the basement of Esterberg and knocked out both of their bodyguards. Rommel will follow suit on that very, very shortly. And we can see here that Penelope Graves eliminated on Moo's end. Very, very well. And on Rommel's end, that's the basement isolated. They're putting out, yes, they're putting out the shotgun here, and disguising as the militia elite now, fiber wire in hand, ready to kill Penelope in a similar way to Moo, as Moo themselves has a restart. Oh my. I'm not sure entirely what happened, but the last thing I saw on that screen was just an NPC getting ready to walk into the basement. I swear, Penelope's guards are weirder lately, says In4Fun in the chat. Quality in the chat. Was the door closed? I'm not sure. And that's another restart for Moo as well, getting into the hunted state in the basement. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good at all. So, that's 2 restarts already for Moo, this early on in the spin. Whilst Rommel, all about to reach the 2-minute mark into the spin here, is seeing Maya Parvati moves towards the garage. Making it through the fields of Colorado, picking up a second apricope. Alright. Alright. I'm not sure what you are planning to do with those apricopes, but very well, you have 2 of them. I won't stop you. As Rommel disables the generator and prepares to throw a screwdriver for Maya Parvati to listen to. Ooh, but she isn't taking the bait, and that's why they're throwing the apricopes. Was that a sort of backup? Is that what it was? That the apricopes were a backup? And now they throw a screwdriver. And now another apricope. But that's gotten the attention of a guard on the roof there. But it's okay, it's okay. The guard may have heard it. But Maya Parvati is still the one following the distractions. That's good. Excuse my confusion. I'm confused of why you're switching between the apricope, screwdriver, and wrench. That is all. That is just all. I'm just a bit confuzzled by that. So confuzzled that I've forgotten to view what Moo's been up to. Because they're out and about as a hacker by the barn area, now by the swamp pit. They're out and about as a hacker, having eliminated Penelope Graves earlier in the run, and most likely isolated Ezra Berg, if I'm not mistaken. And they have also reached the garage area where Maya Parvati is very slowly approaching. 2 minutes and 14 seconds into the run, they shoot the generator, throw out a baseball for Maya to listen to, while on Rommel's end, they've now gotten themselves a militia soldier disguise and is moving towards Ezra Berg, it would seem. Are they going for an early accident explosion kill? I'm intrigued. And on that note, from In4Fun in the chat, interesting that neither went with Scarecrow peekaboos. Alright! That would be the peekaboo in the window for Maya Parvati, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would have been a neat strategy. That... Might be some food for thought if you want to try out the spin yourself. And try out that one instead. Rommel having made their way into the basement, getting themselves... leaving the militia soldier disguise in the basement and switching it out for a militia elite, avoiding the hostile area bug for that matter. But I'm unsure on what they're doing right now. They've thrown out a soda can for the elite guard in the game room.
Anyone there?
Knocking them out, putting them in the closet. We'll most likely see them put the hacker in the closet as well soon enough. Speaking of the hacker, Moo, dressed as one, has now entered the technician's booth as a hacker, baseball in hand, ready to knock out both of these technicians, with Sean Rose in the technician's booth washing their hands, mind you. And it is a live kill. You'll have to remember that it is a live kill for Sean Rose with that injected poison. So you'll have to be careful, but that's exactly what Moo is doing. They're being careful, they're making it smooth, they're making it steady, and that's Sean Rose eliminated. 2 technicians knocked out, and a poisoned Sean Rose. Very well done on Moo's end. Now they only have Ezra Berg eliminated and Maya Parvati... they only have Ezra Berg left to eliminate, and Maya Parvati to also eliminate. Both targets being isolated for that matter. Whilst on Rommel's end, they're at the main entrance of the house. Syringe in hand, Sean Rose in front of the clock. And there we go, that's Sean Rose eliminated on Rommel's end as well. Alright. And now they've made it back to the game room. to perhaps hide the hacker body before it gets spotted by anyone. There we go, they're in the closet now, it's safe. As Moo has now reached the isolated Maya Parvati and shot them with a shotgun as the Scarecrow. They now only have one target left, that being Ezra Berg. A bit of a whoosh on Rommel's end, on the second floor, dressed as a hacker, with a somewhat vigilant guard. As Moo has now knocked out the required militia soldier they need for Ezra Berg. There we go. Like, they are in the home stretch now. Moo is in the home stretch. Just need to get themselves a propane flask. They have one in their hands. Make their way to the house. Eliminate Ezra Berg. And then make the exit. 6 minutes and 6 seconds into the run as we speak. Rommel being 7 minutes and 40 seconds into the run. Having just now reached the basement with Sean Rose's mask in hand. To unlock the tornado shelter. And like, they have Maya Parvati isolated. That's good. However, it's quite a distance between Maya Parvati and Ezra Berg. And when you consider that distance, and consider the distance that Moo has to both eliminating Ezra Berg and, you know, making an exit, this does put Moo in a very, very comfortable lead. At this point, you might... If you're hoping for a Rommel, you might hope for a rip right now, as Moo... Hang on. There we go, that's the propane flask detonated on Moo's end as they run to the bridge exit and makes it with green guns and what I believe to be a 5-star silent assassin rating. There we go. I believe that's a very safe and very well played GG for Moo. GG's once again. So, I do not know how it works with hitmaps spins. Yeah, because they don't get... Yeah, they do not get removed from the stream. Never mind, yes they do. Okay, so that's how they work. Cool. They get removed from the stream with the Hitmaps Roulette logo. Which means that we can confirm 2 points going to Moo, with Rommel choosing the next map. And speaking of that, looks like we'll be traveling to Sapienza, everybody. So, Sapienza, you say? Well, here goes. We'll update on the stream. There we go, Sapienza chosen by Rommel. We will also see that the spin has updated just in time. 2 minutes and 10 seconds until we arrive. One minute and 10 seconds until the spin arrives. We could perhaps get a Dosker... Dosker? What? No, Dr. Oscar. Never mind. Dosker Lafayette. We could get a Dosker Lafayette spin. Start off there in the main square for a briefcase to distract them. Alternatively, we could get the fated Mario and Luigi spin. Mario for one target, Luigi for the other. I have yet to see that, so it would be very fun to get to do that. What about Street Performer? Street Performer's not that bad. Just a bit annoying. Wait, am I seeing mirror? Oh, I'm seeing like almost mirror loadouts for both of our players. That's fun. Just one of them going with an auto pistol and the other one going with an SMG. Different suits and different briefcases. That's fun. Because like they also have it in the exact same like loadout slots as well, with the briefcase in the top slot and the remote EMP in the bottom slot. It's just, I find it fun. Anyway, here's the spin. It's Silvio Caruso, Electrocution as a waiter, and Francesca DeSantis with a saber as a street performer, although with a no target pacification complication. Okie doke. Okie doke. I mean, I was kind of shooting in the dark with just multiple disguises, and street performer just happened to be the last one I mentioned. But alas, here we are. Moose loaded in by the ICA safe house? ICA apartment, if I recall correctly that it's called. And making a sniper shot on... a sniper and medic shot on that street performer on the ground. We will see how they're moving towards the bathroom now. Very, very nice. As Far East Rommel, as Rommel has opted to start out in the main square, going immediately towards the waiter. Always lovely when we see differing strats from both of our players. Ooh, and I recognize this isolation for the waiter as well. Waiting for the exact right timestamp to throw out a distraction. As Moo has subdued the street performer, gotten their disguise, and is moving up the stairs by this side entrance to Caruso's mansion, shooting open the door, getting a bit of a whoosh from one of the house staff. 2 whooshes in a row, for that matter. How fun. As they've now made it to the kitchen storage room, getting their Taunton stash from said storage room, and making it through, shooting out that camera, and making it through to the observatory room of Caruso's mansion. Whilst on Rommel's end, they appear to have had some troubles getting this waiter disguise. It is only now, 1 minute and 15 seconds into the run, that they've now gotten the waiter caught. We will see how they're moving down to the garbage bin as we speak. I believe it's safe to knock him out. There we go. Rommel successfully knocks out the waiter, and that's their disguise grabbed. And speaking of grab, Moo has gotten the sabers from Silvio Caruso's dining hall now. You can see that saber on their back. Just in time to make it back to the observatory room, where the guard is now walking into the hallway, knocked out by some spaghetti soup on Moo's end as they make it up the stairs, second floor of the observatory, up the pipe to Franny's office. And with the 2 kill conditions in their possession, we can expect an elimination on Moo's end very, very soon. As Rommel, on the rooftops of the ICA apartment, dressed as a waiter, made the emetic shot towards the street performer, quickly broke into Rocco's apartment to get themselves the cook assistant disguise and make it down to the puking street performer for a nice little disguise juggle. Whilst on Moo's end, they made a quick drop from Francesca's office after eliminating her by the table and chairs, is on the second floor of the observatory, having knocked out Silvio Caruso's bodyguards and Silvio Caruso themselves. And now just need to get themselves the waiter disguise. unlike Rommel, they haven't set up any sort of like waiter grab from what I've seen. But also, unlike Rommel, they have one of the targets eliminated. They have Francesca eliminated, while Rommel, 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the run, has not eliminated either of the targets just yet. Made it through the kitchen as an entertainer, shooting the head chef, sneaking past this camera, and through the window on the ground floor of the observatory. But we will most likely... Ooh, they don't have the saber yet either, now do they? I was about to say that we might see an elimination from then on Francesca's end, but we won't see that just yet, now will we? They will instead grab the attention of this mansion staff, I believe this is, that they're about to knock out. Poor guy. Poor guy. They're now in the mansion staff disguise, whilst on Moo's end, they've now gotten the waiter disguise 4 minutes and 45 seconds into their run now, running towards Caruso's mansion as a waiter. This is good. This is very, very good for Moo. Might even be a lead for Moo, if I may state that so boldly. But alas, on Rommel's end, they are on the second floor of the observatory with... Oh no. Oh no, to finish what I was saying, Rommel is on the second floor of the observatory, knocking out Silvio Cruso's 2 bodyguards and Silvio Cruso themselves, as Moo had a rip in the kitchen by the head chef spotting them. So all that I said earlier about Moo having a lead, forget it. They now have a lot of ground to catch up on. But what they have is a solid strategy. A very solid one at that. So they just need to redo it, and redo it without getting spotted. Although, as I said that, they had another restart by the entertainer, unfortunately. I wasn't entirely sure of what happened, but they had a restart. But they once again started out in the ICA apartment, a medic, the street performer. So they got a solid start, and as I said, they've got a very solid strategy. It's just a matter of the ground that they need to catch up on. A note from Dane Nomos in the chat. That housekeeper can be found for Rommel, right? The housekeeper in question being the one they knocked out by, I guess you would call it the balcony of sorts of Caruso's mansion. And, like, I'm personally not entirely sure. In for Fun in the chat is not sure either. And on Rommel's end, they just missed Francesca. They were in the office just a few moments ago and they just missed it. Oh, bloody heck, I'm sorry. So Rommel has instead opted... Like, they were running towards that office with, like, saber in hand and as a street performer, mind you. And they've opted to just instead leave the saber there, go back into the observatory as a street performer, but now switch back into a guard, never mind, switch back into a street performer, never mind, switch back into a guard. I realize now that they're trying to move the disguise bags closer to the staircase. I realize that now. Can you do something with Caruso in the meantime? I'm unsure, because that kind of depends on where you put your waiter disguise, doesn't it? Oh, but you can set up the electrocution kill, of course, which Rommel does, dragging Caruso's body to the bathroom, turning on the sink. Welcome into the stream, Big Machete. It is good to see you. Rommel has now placed down the electric charge for Caruso as they make their way out of the mansion, getting caught by a security camera on the way. To be fair, both of our players have been caught by security cameras. As Moo makes the elimination on Francesca, gets themselves a bust on the way out, and I believe they will be... Alright, they will be moving across the roof of the observatory, making their way down towards Silvio Caruso, who enters it, as Rommel has eliminated Silvio Caruso in Rocky's apartment, where they left the waiter disguise. Now, as a mansion guard, making it back into the mansion once again through the kitchen, whilst on Moo's end, they've once again knocked out Silvio Caruso and their bodyguards as a street performer, but is now making their way to the cave, to what I could only assume would be to get rid of the virus, as Rommel hides the body of Silvio Caruso, perhaps to prevent the potential panic of the other bodies nearby that absolutely can't be found, otherwise they'll ruin SA. Might be the reason. I am purely speculating and I don't know for sure, but that might be the reason. Either way, we will see Moo move towards to delete the evidence down in the cave. And while they're down here, one would also assume that they might as well get that virus eliminated here and now, as Rommel has reached Francesca DeSantis and has eliminated her, just in good timing for the guard to look away, and they make their great escape through Francesca's window. Now, Moo, having eliminated the virus, is making through the cave with lots of enforcers nearby. Got some nasty whooshes just a few moments ago, but they made it through it safely, made it through it cleanly. Walking now on the top floor of the cave. Ooh, making it through... Yeah, here we go. Here's the stairs. Back up into the mansion. As, right on timing, Rommel is making their way down the stairs into the cave, with the virus being their last target. 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the run. A bit tense right now. You do not want things to go wrong now. But we will see them making the drop down to the cave. Getting ready to shoot out the evidence that the bullet impact noticed, but they have green guns. Just need to get that evidence dealt with now. Making their way across the cliffside. Ooh, as Moo is running for their life, having Silvio Caruso set up. The other two objectives complete. Just need to get themselves the waiter disguise now. However, Rommel has successfully destroyed the virus, is right next to the plane, and that's Rommel making their exit. We have a note from In4Fun that they're pretty sure that this is a GG. It might be a bit too late for Moo to get that waiter disguise and also eliminate Silvio and also make their exit for it to be in time for a photo finish. But we will see that they have emedicked a waiter. They will be going into, what would you call it? The bathrooms, the basement bathrooms of the cafe. Spaghetti sauce in hand. Spaghetti sauce into the head of that waiter. Will be putting on their disguise. And you know, as said, this is like they can do all of this. They absolutely can do all of this. And this will be a faster in-game time compared to Rommel. 6 minutes and 40 seconds in-game time, while Rommel finished at 11 minutes and 20 seconds. But unfortunately, that's probably still a bit too slow. And I believe the 2 points will still be going to Rommel. I believe the photo finish window has been passed. Yeah, there we go. That's the spin removed on the stream. And we can confirm from In4Fun in the Discord chat that Rommel has won Sapienza. 2 points will be going to them, leaving the score at 2-4. And us being at match point. To answer a question in the chat, I believe the window is... It's either 30 seconds or 47 seconds. Let me check. One of the two at least. In the meantime, I will just quickly inform you all that Miami will be the next map. I will update that on the stream once I've checked the rules. The rules in question are... Oh, never mind. In4Fun beat me to the punch. 30 seconds for spins shorter than 10 minutes. 45 for 10 minute to 20 minute spins. Or in this question being like when a spin has elapsed for 10 minutes. If a spin has only been for less than 10 minutes, it's a 30-second photo finish window. If it's between 10 minutes and 20 seconds, it's 45 seconds, and then 60 seconds for spins that have gone on for longer than 20 minutes. Okay. That's my bad for not knowing that and not getting the information in time. But thank you, In4Fun. Thank you, our very, very lovely admin. As I will now update on the stream the next map in question. 1 minute until Miami arrives. Here we go, chosen by Moo. And it has been a bit back and forth. It has been a very back and forth match so far. Rommel winning the first one, Moo winning the second one, Rommel winning the next one, and now we have a potential opportunity for Moo to win once again, should that happen, which would lead us to a 5th map, unless Rommel, of course, takes home the match points on this very map. The map in question that Moo has chosen. Well, I believe it's time for us to find out how this will go. The spin in question is Sierra Knox with injected poison as a Kronstadt mechanic, and Robert Knox with an amputation knife as a Kronstadt engineer. No target pacification complication. This could be fast. This could be fairly fast. Not the fastest, but fairly fast. For Moo has already loaded in, starting out as a waiter, making their way to the basement to pick up the stash, and just we can expect them to shoot out the camera, shoot out the leg of that guard, and enter the pit stop of Kronstadt. Like, Kronstadt mechanic for Sierra is a very good combo. That can't be denied. Like, you're going to get that kill very, very, very fast. And you can quickly stop by the med bay to get the amputation knife, if I recall correctly. Which is also fairly fast. You can see now, there's Moo sabotaging the pit stop for Sierra Knox. As Rommel loaded in 20 seconds ago, starting off also as a waiter, but going with a different pathing compared to Moo. It seems they will be starting off in the... They're in the security room now, getting rid of the evidence as they climb out the window towards the med bay. Alright. Alright, coolio. Coolio. So that's the camera evidence removed on Rommel's end, as they now enter the pit stop to lure out the Kronstadt mechanic. And Moo has successfully peekabooed Sierra Knox. Wait, they have not. Never mind. I was about to say that they've successfully peekabooed Sierra Nox as a waiter, but they had to do it a second time as... Oh, Rommel! No, Rommel got a frontal KO on that mechanic. Are you kidding with me? Oh, bloody heck. I'm sorry. Because that puts Moo in quite a safe lead, having eliminated Sierra Nox's syringe, passed by the medbay now to get the amputation knife. And they're making it through the medbay now, just now made out of the trespassing area. And they will be going under the racetrack towards Robert Knox's fortress. Now, I do say that Moo has a very solid lead, but still one target left. There's still quite a lot that can happen. 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the run. Rommel, 1 minute 5 seconds into the run, having now knocked out the Kronstadt mechanic successfully. Putting on the disguise, we'll most likely see them sabotaging the pit stop in just a moment now. Moo making a pistol shot on the female engineer by the elevator so that they can climb up the pipe. Here we go, on to, I believe this is the first floor of the Kronstadt building? Yes, it is. As Robert Knox, right on time, makes it up to the second floor. You know, so slightly unlucky timing on that end, I will say that much. But oh well. Moo will calmer the female engineer who's just outside here. Okay. They tried to make it across. They tried to make it across as that bodyguard was looking at the female engineer. And, I'm having difficulty forming words. I believe what happened was that they tried to make it across. And then they took out the Taunton to reload. And the guard noticed that they took out the Taunton to reload and immediately went into combat. I can only assume that's what happened. Took out the Trank too early. Yes, it would seem that me and In4Fun are in agreement here. Does that mean that it's good? Does that mean it is fair? God no, Jesus Christ! But from what we saw, I can only conclude that was the reason for the rip. And yeah, you have my condolences. Oh boy, you have my condolences, Move. So now Rommel is in the so-called stable lead. The stability of which and how fragile that stability really is having been proved by Moo. No, not only having been proved, but reiterated upon just a few seconds ago. As they make the peekaboo once again on Sierra. Will get the kill in just a moment. As Rommel has reached the second floor of the Kronstadt fortress. 4 minutes into the run. Robert is on the second floor. 2 bodyguards are making their way through the hallway where Rommel currently is, but they make it through the window safely and up the pipe. So now they're right next to the satellite. There aren't any engineers up here though, from what I recall. So it's still a question of where they're gonna get the engineer disguise. I mean, it's not too hard of a question to answer, it's just more or less a question of like, what is the most optimal? Like, if you are where Rommel is right now, what is the optimal pathing to the nearest engineer disguise? That is my personal opinion on the query at hand. For they are now disguised as a bodyguard, having deleted the evidence, walking past Robert. And they have made their way to the second elevator shaft, going down to the research room where there are some researchers working on robot parts. And there's the engineer holding a briefcase in their hand, but also another engineer by the sofas on the second floor of the Kronstadt Fortress. And speaking of the second floor of the Kronstadt Fortress, guess who's back? Back again. Moo's back. Tell a friend. Let's see if they can make it through here this time. They will be calmering the female engineer once again. They've made it past safely. They will calmer the male engineer just like that. Successfully get their disguise. They've successfully made it through without getting spotted at all. There we go, making it past that enforcer, making it through the window, up the pipe. Just shoot the satellite now and you can get Robert. And that's a restart for Rommel! Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! Okay! Okay, I was about to say that this could be a photo finish. But that was when one of the guards went into the security room of Rommel, where they had one calmered body, but alas, one dirty body. And with that, that's Robert Knox eliminated on Moo's end. Will they be able to drag Robert's body into the storage room here? Yes, they will. They dragged into the room successfully, thrown out the knife as a distraction for the two bodyguards. A slight whoosh, but nothing too major, as they break open the doors to the helipad and make their exit. GG's to Moo. They turned it around. At the end of the day, they had it, they lost it, and then they had it again. Oh! Oh, apologies. I will mute. Apologies for going silent for a bit. I am still alive. For the moment, I shall just update the stream overlay. 2 points going to move. Yeah, okay. I don't know how much I can talk. I don't know what happened. Miami, okay. First of all, thank you, and for fun in the chat. Second of all, I don't know what happened. Just Miami finished, and I just immediately felt like a searing pain in my throat, or just something got caught in the vocal cords, and I'm not sure what. It was very sudden and very brief, and I don't like it. I feel fine now, but I'm gonna try and take it a bit more easy for this next map. And we'll see how things turn out. Rommel's rip took your breath away. So it would seem, yes. So it would seem. Ugh. But that should be all of the stream elements updated. Athena Savalas with hobby knife as a job applicant. Okay.
This is the Vault 47. Wow. The data core should be behind.
Both our players immediately loading in and restarting each. Fun. But both starting off as a security guard and getting the disc of Mateo Perez. As said, it is oh my, you all really dislike job applicant, oh my. I do not remember the job applicant being that bad. What did I miss? Is it just the fact that it's a disguise that you can't start out as? Is that the thing? I don't know. Moo has successfully gotten the disguise. Same with Rommel. Both players have the disguise. Moo setting off a bullet impact. Scruffy, thank you for enlightening me in the chat about the fact that you can get seen crowbarring the door open seemingly at random. Okay, we have some issues on Moo's end. They made some bullet impact for the two guards by the stairs, but now those two guards are going up the stairs where Moo needs to go. Ah, well, at least they can use the taunton on Fabian Man here. Shooting out the camera, making their way up to the top of the stairs. On Rommel's end, they're still by the... They've now reached the stairs themselves, but Fabian Man is down the stairs. Moo in office. Rommel in office. Moo hunted. Got spotted by one of the bodyguards while trying to knock them out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Moo. But that's a restart on Rommel's end as well. Both our players restarting. Both our players restarting. Oh, I can't laugh. I can't laugh. Oh no. Oh. Let's finish this quick. Said Moo. Or was it Rommel? No, it was Rommel who said let's finish this quick. And then... and then... Oh. Ooh. We'll go silent for just a bit longer. I can feel my throat being a bit torn. Damn, that's a tight play on Musen just now. Getting that bullet impact. Getting that bullet impact, making it past those two guards. Getting that whoosh on Fabian Man, then calmering them. That was so well played on Musen.
Second backup data disk is secured.
Whilst on Rommel's end, they've successfully knocked out everyone in Athena's office. Have one backup data disk left, have the CEO exit key card. But they do not have the job applicant disguise just yet. On Moo's end, I believe they've successfully... Yes, there we go. They've now successfully isolated Athena, eliminated her as a job applicant. Very, very nice. Oh, some lovely notes from the chat about the fact that Moo nearly aimed down their pistol on Athena and then switched to the knife. What a tease. What a tease. But I believe that's a safe GG for Moo. Oh, how they turned this around. Oh, how they turned the tables. GG's. GG's. Whew, okay. Due to the fact that my throat is being the way it's being, we're gonna keep this brief. Brackets? What's up? Round 4. Moo is going up against Yanini in round 5. Upcoming matches. We do not have any right now. Well, we do. I mean, of course, we have upcoming matches, but we don't have anything that's scheduled right now. So we'll see when Luke.png versus Pidgeotto gets scheduled. And, you know, the match between Moo and Yanini now. We'll see when that gets scheduled. But thank you, players, for playing. You were both very lovely and very, very good. Thank you, InForFun, for being a very lovely admin. Thank you to everyone who has been watching. You've all been a very lovely audience. I'll see you all around.